You write a formula in Excel, it works, but when you drag it down, suddenly your spreadsheet looks like it was filled by someone else who has never seen numbers before. Zeros, errors, and an expense that would bankrupt a small country. What you did, you just wrote simple this multiplied by that and you drag it down to calculate your next year budgets for different expense categories. There is just one thing, Excel didn't do anything wrong. Only thing is you don't know how Excel reads formulas. You don't know how to make use of dollar symbol in Excel formulas. And if you stay like that, you will be spending a lot of time and you will be breaking your head why your numbers are not making any sense. So in this video, we will talk about absolute references, relative references, as well as the mixed references, and the dollar sign, when to use, which portion of the cell need to use it, and how it will help you in writing the formulas and avoiding any duplication in doing the formulas. So stay tuned. So let's get started without any further delay. In this sheet, what we are doing, we are going to use these salaries of the people. These are some employees and their salaries. Now let's assume that the organization or whoever is calculating these, he needs to deduct some tax amount for these salaries. And the rate of tax is 18%. And then we need to calculate what is the net salary. So in this case, what I will do, everyone knows this, that I will multiply the 18% with the salary of the employee and I will get to know the tax. And if I deduct that tax from the gross salary, then I will see the net salary. So here the formula would be equal this cell multiplied with this cell. Very simple. B8 multiplied by tax rate, which is 18%. And when I execute this, I get 810. So 18% of 4500 is 810. You can use the calculator also to check. But when I drag it down, what happens? It gives me 0 result. When I take it further down, like that, it is giving me something like 58 million. Look at Olivia. The tax amount for Olivia is 58,220,000. Now she will be mad when she sees these numbers. So this is what you may be facing. Many of you may be facing. As I said, it is a concept which you should know in the beginning. You should know in the beginning, but you might be already aware of it. So wait for the subsequent exercises. Now what is happening over here? Let us understand that part. When we did it for the first cell, it was all doing fine. Take this cell, multiplied by this. And when I double click this, it is doing the same thing. But now I want to copy it down. So when I copy it down, look at this. So this is getting used, which I wanted to use the salary of the next person. But this cell also has moved. This cell also has moved by one level down, one row down. And that is the reason we are getting a blank cell. So obviously the tax will be 0. For this case, what is happening? It is using a text value multiplied by the numeric value. That's why you are getting an error also, number multiplied by text. And similarly, here what is happening? It is actually moved so much that now it is multiplying the salary of Olivia with salary of David. And that's why the tax rate or tax amount is wrong. Okay. Let's get back to the previous sheet. Here what was happening? We were multiplying this with this. And when we went down, the blue multiplied by red one, when we went down, both of them moved down. So in this case, that movement was desired. It was required from our end. But in this case, we want salary to move, but we don't want tax rate to move down. Because tax rate is only written in one single cell, B5. So what we need to do, Here B5 should not be moving and B8 should be moving, because B8 is salary of a particular person currently, so it should change to the next person, so it should move down. Okay, so we will freeze this portion of the formula. We will freeze this portion of the formula which we want to fix. How to fix it? There are simple ways. You need to put dollar. You can use shift and 4 and dollar sign can be added. You need to use dollar over here also, because there are two components of the cell. One is B, second is 5, the column and the row. Okay, so actually you need to fix what should not be moved, because when we move up and down the row number, the 5 becomes 6 or 4 or 3 or 8. When we move B left and right, so B may become A, or it may become column C, column D, column A. So we need to think what should not move, and that should have dollar before that component. We should have dollar before that component. And if we press enter, then you can drag it down and your formulas are working properly. The formulas are working properly. Because without the dollar, how Excel thinks? Excel thinks that the formula means B7 multiplied by C7. But that is how you think. Excel thinks relatively. Excel thinks that if I am writing the formula in the current cell, I need to multiply maybe the cell which is on left of my side and one more left. Okay, so it focuses on the positions and the direction. It doesn't focus on B7 and C7. So here this cell is one cell away and this one is 2 cell away on the left side. So when we move down, it is still doing the same job. In this case, when we were doing it without the dollars, let's remove that part. When we were moving it, the formula without the dollars, what the formula was thinking, I need to multiply the cell which is on my left side with the cell which is on my left side but 4 cells up. So same thing it was doing when I am dragging it down. Look at this. I am multiplying the cell on my left side with the cell which is 4 rows above. So it has moved that much. So in this case, what we want this to be fixed and the remaining portion to be moving. How to fix it? By putting dollars around the cells. Whatever component we want to fix, you can use dollar sign before that. Another way to put dollar sign is F4 key. So when I press F4 key, it can add the dollars. It can add the dollars. And enter and dragging it down. So that is the simple formula modification which helped us to make it work properly. We have just touched the simple concepts and then we will try to increase the complexity one by one into each exercise. Now what was the net salary? It is gross salary minus tax. So that will be this minus this equal enter. And this needs to move properly because both the lines, both the items where we are taking the difference, they are all in the same row. So movement is fine for us. Let's take it to one more level up and let's understand this portion. A very simple exercise where we are trying to multiply some numbers. These numbers needs to be multiplied with these numbers. Okay? These need to be multiplied with these numbers. Yeah. Okay. It's a very simple exercise. It's like learning tables, right? Multiplication tables. So here, equal sign, that's my formula. I need to multiply A6 with this cell. Here, I will multiply 9 with 5. Here, I will multiply 6 with 7. Very simple calculation. But here, if I copy this and paste it in all these cells, look at the numbers. The same problem is coming again and again. And the number is becoming so big. Look at this. Something raised to the power 205. Such a big number. We can't even read it properly. Okay? So how to fix the formulas? That is again the same challenges. You have understood the concept to some extent with the previous exercises, but what should be done so that whether we move the formula on the right side or on the left side or on the bottom or up, it should still work. That is the requirement which we have in front of us. This is the exercise which I was talking about, that HR had said that I give this exercise to everyone who joins my organization. Okay. Now, here we are having these two components in the formula and something needs to be fixed. Let's say we put dollars. We put dollars over here, dollars, and here also we put dollars and enter. Now what happened? We have fixed it to such a level that everything is fixed now. Everywhere it is multiplying 4 with 2 because these two cells are fixed. These two cells are fixed. So fixing also where it should be done, that needs to be understood properly. So in this case, let us understand. Let's remove the dollar sign. So first of all, let me show you that dollar sign can be here. If I press F4 again and again, look at this. It gives you many variations. Sometimes with only row number, sometimes with only column number, sometimes with only nothing. So if I press it 3-4 times, everywhere only row, only column, nothing, no dollar. Same thing over here also. Okay, same thing over here. So this is my without dollar sign. Now what to fix? That is a challenge. So one way to look into it is, for understanding purpose, what you can do, you can write some sample formulas, some more sample formulas. So let's say I write one formula over here. So if I was writing it manually, I will take this cell, multiply it with this cell, and the result is 9 into 3, 27, working fine. If I write formula over here, I will take this cell, multiply with this cell. Just for the understanding purpose, I am doing this. So I have written 3 sample formulas. And now if I go into the formula mode, what I see, these are the formulas which I have written. Now in these formulas, what is common? Let us understand that part. The common thing is A, and A. That's one of the common thing. The second common thing is 5, 5, and 5. So whatever common is there between multiple samples of the formulas, you need to fix that part. You need to put dollar before that part. You need to put dollar before that part. That's the simplest way to understand where to put the dollar. Okay, I will get back to the normal mode. This was my formula. So one thing was common, A. So I put dollar before A. The next thing was common as 5. So I will put dollar before 5. And now if I copy this formula, Control C, select this range and press enter. 10 into 15, that's 150. This cell, 5 into 6, that's 30. Perfectly working everywhere. What I used? I first used sample formulas and then identified what is common between the formulas, and I just fixed that particular part. And whatever is common, before that we need to put the dollar, not after that. So A was common. Now let us also understand why A was common. A was common because some of the values which are required to be multiplied are in column A. Some of the values which are required to be multiplied are in row number 5, horizontally in row number 5. That's why A is supposed to be fixed and 5 is supposed to be fixed. So in one simple line, what you need to fix? You need to fix the place where data is residing, where data is living. It was column A and it was row number 5. Now we can't say the common thing is the data is living in B5, C5, D5, E5, F5. No, what is common? Row number 5 is common in all the data set. Column A is common in all the data set. That's why we need to use this. So by now, I guess you are aware that Excel thinks in the positions in terms of relativity, how far it is and in which direction, left, right, top or bottom. And that is the default mode. But if required, you can change that mode into the absolute mode. That means a particular cell name by using dollars. And dollar signs can be applied easily with the help of F4 key on your keyboard. I hope you found this video useful and it has cleared very basic doubts related to writing formulas. If that's the case, then hit the like button and share the video with your colleagues, your family and friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because whatever we will post next time, you will be notified if you are subscribed and if you have clicked on the bell icon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.